Hi, third grade. This is Miss Watkins, and we're going to do a mini lesson on the standard RF 3.3. Identify and know the meaning of the most common prefixes. Prefixes are something you're familiar with as we've worked on them and with them throughout the school year. But before we can talk about words with prefixes, we simply need to know what is a prefix. A prefix is a letter or letters added to the beginning of a root word to change its meaning. So when using prefixes, we can build our vocabulary because we add them to words we already know. So the first prefix we're going to look at is dis. The prefix dis means apart or not. You can make these words using dis. Disjoint, disconnect, and disrespect. As you see, our prefixes are highlighted in green to show where we have placed it with our root word. If we look at the word disrespect, we now know that the prefix dis means not. So disrespect is not showing respect. The next prefixes we're going to look at are im, ill, and ear. I've put these three prefixes together because they have a very similar meaning, not. You can look at these words, or we can make these words with im. Impossible, immature. Not possible, not mature. Ill, illegal, not legal. Illiterate, not literate. Ear, irregular, irresponsible. The next prefix we're going to look at is auto. The prefix auto means self. And in fact, many of us may not even realize that auto is, in fact, a prefix, and a prefix that means self. Automatic, autograph, autobiography, and autopilot. So we've created new words by adding the prefix auto. If we look at the last word on our page, autopilot, auto meaning self, when added to autopilot, it means it's self-piloting. It's doing it on its own. The next prefix we're going to look at is non. The prefix non means not. You can make these words using non. Nonfiction, nonverbal. Now I want you to brainstorm some words. We're going to meet during a Google Classroom meeting, and we will talk about prefixes. And I want you to be ready with some words that you've brainstormed. How many words can we think of with the prefix miss? How many words can we think of that have the prefix non? How many words can we think of that have the prefix dis? So as we are reading and writing, I want you to think of prefixes. And remember, a prefix is a letter or letters added to the beginning of a root word to change its meaning. So as we're reading, I want you to see if you can locate words with prefixes. And as you're writing, I would like you to try to use more words with prefixes. All right, third grade, thank you so much for working so hard. Continue keeping positive attitudes and keep on working.